Everyone, and welcome to another Comic Geek video. This is a set review on the LEGO Marvel Avengers Endgame Iron Man Hall of Armor set. Now, this comes with 4 Iron Man suits, 2 Outriders, and that is not including the built-up Igor. So, there's quite a bit to talk about with this, so let's just dive right in. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about the Igor. Alright, so with this, it looks okay. The shaping of the lower face doesn't look right. It's very posable. It doesn't cover Iron Man very well, so he can easily get shot or stabbed or attacked in other forms while in this suit pretty easily. He doesn't look all too good from the back. A wonderful selection of parts used, however, overall, I gotta say, this wasn't very good. One thing I do have to say I like about this set is that they encourage you to change the setup from what the instructions have you put. And they show this on the back of the box. They show it like this, they show it like that. They're basically just trying to encourage you to change things up. Make it your own, in a way. And I like that. I like that LEGO's trying to encourage people to get creative with the bricks. Over here we have this little robot. I believe his name is Butterfingers, but I could be wrong. It could have just been Iron Man insulting him. It looks really good. I think that this is meant to be like a party hat or something. I have no clue, but I do like the build of the robot, but these I could have done without. Having a fire extinguisher in here, I can understand, preparation for emergencies. However, this doesn't look all that threatening, and it doesn't really add to the set. So these could have been left out. You can take them apart. I do like the fact that I have these parts, but they just don't really work with the set, at least in my opinion. Personally, I like how they have this area. I personally prefer it being curved up like this. And they put some nice detailing in here. Here is a spot for you to put Iron Man's hair when you have his helmet on. They have this little wrench here. Some weapons over here, which I don't think he'd need, considering he has blasters built into his suit. And I have no idea what the lower weapon is. My guess is it's a blade that he can build up with his new nanotech armor. He's got this little blender with, I'm guessing, a smoothie. A nice computer over here. Not sure you can see what's on the screens, but those are all stickers. I must say that the stickers in this set, they kind of aggravated me because they were clear, so the bubbles would show up easily. They were really sticky, so if you didn't put them on right the first time, you had to lift it up, and each time you lift it up and put it back on, you left more fingerprints on it, so it doesn't look nearly as good. And I hate when LEGO does that. I understand why they do it, to make sure transparent parts remain transparent, even with stickers on. However, I just hate those stickers. Back here we have a jetpack, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. I mean, he's Iron Man. His suits can fly. Why does he need a jetpack? They didn't include any of those blue cylinders or studs for you to use to represent him flying, unless you just so happen to get them in your extra parts selection. Speaking of extra parts, this is what I have for extra parts. We've got two clear blue studs here, which we could use for Iron Man's hands, make them look like they're glowing. I got a couple of these, which I must say I like, even though I probably won't use them much, because I don't tend to get a whole lot of this color. And same goes for this lime green stud. Now all this I've gotten plenty of times before, excluding this little piece. This is a piece I believe came out in 2016, but has proven to me to be quite useful. Other than that, nothing special. And over here you can see that they're encouraging you to build onto this, whether it's because you bought more of this set or you have parts to make more suit cabinets. They have one extra space over here for you to place an Iron Man suit, but it doesn't come with another Iron Man suit for you to place up here, because you'll pretty much have Tony in one of the Iron Man suits, because he didn't come with normal clothes. So I have an Iron Man suit from one of the Iron Man 3 sets, heavily damaged, but I'm just going to place it here just to fill up space. It's sold separately, so don't think it comes with the set. Just placing it there so that way it's filled. So over here we have the suitcase suit. Really nice, but unfortunately we didn't get a suitcase to go with it. Which personally I believe they should have included, even if they were going to charge a little bit extra for it. Because now the set just feels... We have the Mark 41 right over here, and its code name is Bones. I like this figure, and I'll talk more about it later when I actually show you the figures. But this one over here is quite special to get. The Mark 1. I am glad that they included this. I'm surprised they haven't thrown it in sooner, because that is just... It's special to get. Over here we have this section for Iron Man to have his suit removed by these little robots. I don't even understand why they'd have it with him with his new suit, being that all he has to do is tap his little arc reactor replacement, whatever you want to call it, and it's off. All he has to do is take off that. But being that we have these three other suits, it makes sense to include this. We have this little dish, which is fine. Nothing really special about it. Other than that, all we have left is the figures. Alright, so from left to right, we have two Outriders. The printing on the torso looks amazing, and I removed his little extra arms just so that you could see the torso printing. And these are guys you just can't get enough of. I already have 8, and that's including these two. So if you don't like seeing repeated printing, you're really going to hate these guys, because you get a lot of them throughout these sets, especially in Infinity War and Endgame. We have the Bones suit. I like the black and gold color combo. I like the metallic blue outlining across outlining of the arc reactor. The printing is wonderful. I wish they included some printing on the arms to show further detail on the suit that the suit actually has, but considering how detailed the printing is already, I'm fine with it. The helmet looks really good too. So here we have the suitcase suit, the Mark V, and this suit looks wonderful too. The printing on the torso is great, the printing on the legs is great, and on the back is great too. They've really outdone themselves with these figures. And this figure looks wonderful, and it's exciting to get. And there aren't many figures that I say that about. Now on the back here, you can see it say Stark IND, short for Stark Enterprise Industries. And you can see what looks like mud on it. So my guess is Iron Man recovered it from the sand. But there is one major issue with these suits being included. So in the end of Iron Man 3, spoiler alert by the way, if you haven't seen it, in the end of Iron Man 3, Tony Stark activates what's called the Clean Slate Protocol, and he destroys all of his suits, which were from 1 to Mark 42, which means all three of these shouldn't be here. Unless something in Endgame shows that he rebuilt them, these should be destroyed. However, despite that, I am excited that I got these suits. They look wonderful, and really no complaints. But I hope it doesn't spoil anything about Endgame, because I haven't seen it yet. Now, with the Mark 51, this is Tony Stark's most advanced suit to date, and it looks pretty good. Honestly, my favorite suit off the top of my head would have to be the Mark 42, but this one looks cool, and there's really not much else I can say about the suit itself. So this is the face of Tony Stark, and the others just have clear heads, including the Mark 1. So you're supposed to swap the head around. I wish that they'd have included 3 extra Tony Stark heads with various expressions, just that you have 16 different expressions for Tony Stark. That would have been amazing. And speaking of different expressions for Tony Stark, here is a look at his alternate facial expression. I like that they're doing this whole heads-on display printed onto the head. It looks wonderful. I'm glad to finally get it. I wish they'd have done it sooner, but it looks great. Overall, I'd say this set is definitely worth looking into if you're interested. But that would depend on how much you're willing to spend for it. And speaking of how much you're willing to spend for it, let's take a look at the price. Alright, so on Amazon, it is $47.99. If you ask me, I think despite the flaws this set has, the eye gore, this set is worth buying, especially for the 4 Iron Man suits that just look wonderful, and the parts, the wonderful selection of parts that we have in this. If you're not going to keep it built up, then that is one thing that you'll probably be buying this set for, and excluding the figures. Honestly, I think I'm going to scrap the Igor. I'm either going to remake it or just scrap it for parts and make something else. I don't know yet. But overall, I think this set is wonderful. Its play value is great. Its display value, it looks really good. Especially if you're good at applying stickers. I, however, am not, as you can tell from some of my previous set reviews. But I still love dealing with the Lego sets, even if they have stickers. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.